Welcome to Japan and More, where we answer your questions about traveling Japan. Today's question is there food on the Shinkansen bullet train? Well, there's nothing more enjoyable than eating a bento on the bullet train. It's something that everyone should enjoy. But a lot of the Shinkansen don't serve food and drinks anymore. So today we will tell you how you can enjoy food and drinks on the Shinkansen bullet train. We're going to talk about the Tokaido Shinkansen, Ekiben, convenience stores, platform kiosks, and the green car service.
Let's start with the Tokaido Shinkansen. This is the main route between Tokyo and Osaka, and it was first established in 1964 for the '64 Olympics. Up until the 80s, there was a dining car in the Shinkansen, but they discontinued that. And from the 90s till October of 2023, there was a cart that they would push up and down the train, and they sold food and drinks. That is no longer the case. They no longer do that. Keep in mind, there are also no vending machines on the Shinkansen, so you need to think ahead. You are free to bring your own food and drinks onto the train.
So let's talk about Ekiben. Eki is the Japanese word for station, and ben is short for bento box. So you can put that together and it makes Ekiben. These are bento boxes that you can buy at the stations. They offer a wide variety of foods. You can get tonkatsu, which is a fried pork cutlet, karaage, which is Japanese fried chicken, fish, all different kinds, salmon, mackerel, sea bream. And they come with rice, pickled vegetables, and an assortment of sides. It's also possible to get sushi and onigiri rice balls. Just keep in mind that ekiben are not served hot, so they're usually cold. And the rice is also room temperature.
The Ekiben shops are located inside the station. Tokyo and Osaka have good shops before and after the ticket gates. However, after the ticket gates, in some stations, you're not going to find many bento shops. So sometimes it's better to get it before you go through. Kyoto is a good example of that. The best place in Kyoto to get the Ekiben is down in the basement of the Isetan. And then in Nagoya, it's best to get it before you go through the wickets into the station because they don't have much beyond that. The best place to do that is the Takashimaya in basement.
Next is convenience stores, which are called konbini in Japanese. You'll find 7-Eleven, Lawson's, Family Mart, tons and tons of convenience stores all in and around train stations. They offer a large selection of different foods of mid-range quality. You can find egg salad sandwiches, sushi, onigiri rice balls, soba, bento boxes, and then, of course, all the drinks that you can imagine: beer, chuhai, highball, wine, sodas, and tea and water. You can also find snacks such as chips and senbei rice crackers, candies, gum. And most of these konbini are found outside of the ticket gates, although the major stations such as Tokyo and Osaka do have the convenience stores inside the ticket gates.
Next, let's talk about platform kiosks. These are great for snacks and drinks, similar to convenience stores, but far smaller. They have fewer options also than a convenience store. They have limited number of bentos sometimes. Don't count on it to get a bento, an ekiben from there. You can't always count on the platform kiosks because they're not at every station. Usually they're at the larger and medium-sized stations, sometimes at smaller stations, but I wouldn't depend on it. I would just go to the kiosk if you see one.
Then there's platform vending machines. You can pretty much find vending machines on all of the platforms for the bullet train. You can find vending machines for drinks. They have sodas, fruit drinks, teas, coffees, and the drinks are hot and cold too. So if you see the blue color, then it's cold. But if you see drinks that are red, then they will be served hot, which is nice in the winter. Since they got rid of the food and drink service on the bullet trains, they have put in more vending machines on the platforms. So now there are vending machines for ice cream. I've seen Baskin-Robbins 31 flavors ice cream vending machines. And they also have coffee that is brewed fresh in the machine on the platform. And the vending machines all take cash, coins, and IC cards.
And finally, there is the green car service. This service is only available in the green car, which are cars 8, 9, and 10. And that's only available on the Nozomi green car and the Hikari green car. There are few options for food, but there's not much, and the food actually sells out really fast. So I wouldn't ever count on getting food on the Shinkansen green car service. However, they do have lots of drinks. They have coffee, tea, beer, whiskey, Chuhai, water. They even have the ice cream that Becky was talking about. They don't have Baskin Robbins, but it's the famous Shinkansen ice cream. And they have chips and nuts, basically anything that you want just to snack on while you're traveling. Now, ordering is a little tricky if you don't know what you're doing. Nobody is coming down the aisle to take your order. So in the front pocket of your seat, there is a brochure, and on that brochure is a QR code. So all you need to do is scan that QR code with your phone and the menu will pop up. Then you can place your order. Now, when you're placing your order, make sure that you follow through. I think you've got to check it like 2 times before it goes through. And I say this because I've made that mistake. I've thought I put my order through and then we got to my destination and it never came. And I realized that there's a second confirmation that had to be put through. Once you've placed your order, then the person will come by with a tray and they'll have your order on that tray. And then you just pay them there when they get to you. You can pay with cash, you can pay with credit card, and you can also pay with your Suica.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and tell us your questions about traveling Japan in the comments section below. We might answer it in the next episode.
And for more information about traveling Japan, check us out at japanandmore.com. Thanks for watching.